Okay guys, welcome back to the STPL. I do apologise for that break. I've fixed the overlay so all the scores are fine, and I've found something that I need to fix for after the stream. But it just goes to show when things mess up. My code isn't built to deal with that, so that's what happens when you don't have QA testers and you're QA testing live on stream. But it's all good. Because we had a little break. Rapid probably got some drinks. He also told me what to drink if my throat's hurting as well, so I did learn a little bit during that break. Hopefully I can get it in the UK though. It sounds like a very Korean thing.
Yeah, well, the other thing is slippery elm tea, which you definitely can get in UK. I think Twinings has a version of that, but it's yeah, it's really good for sore throats because it turns into this like mucusy kind of thing that you swallow and it cuts your throat. And it's great. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. We finished game number 1. Ho took a pretty dominating stomp all over Terran's base and puts White up 1-0 in the best of 5 series.
It does, and let's actually have a look at who their second player is going to be for NaS, because it's going to be up to them to take a little bit of vengeance, put NaS on the scoreboard, and let's introduce our players and let's see who is going to be the one to stand up against his opponent. Okay, so this time, starting for NaS, we do have Beast. Now, I actually had to restart my overlay twice, because he is a race picker, and my overlay didn't deal with that very well, so he is showing us the right race now. He is a Zerg player. He has won a ZVP before, throughout the STPL, and he went 2 for 0 last round. So in his debut match here against White, he is going to be looking to get a little bit of vengeance for his teammate Terra.
Yeah. So wait, just to confirm, because there's a Korean Zerg player named Beast as well. But
It's
this
not
is not
him.
that guy.
No.
Yeah. Okay, just to make sure. All right. Glad we got that out of the way. Beast versus HaJi. Our first game. Wait, whose debut match is this?
Beast's in round 2. He's not played in round 2 yet.
Oh, in round 2. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I was like, but he played last round. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is Beast's debut match for NaS, and they are playing against White Clan in game number 2. Okay, let's go. Let's go, Kicks.
Yep, so his opponent is going to be a newer player. Well, I say newer player. He was in the roster before but didn't play in round 1. It's going to be HaJi for White Clan. Now, he did win his first game so far in round 2, and he is going to be looking to make that 2-0 here against Beast and extend White's lead leading into this third game. But is he going to be able to do it? This is going to be the map they're going to be playing on, and this is going to be the time when we're going to see just how good HaJi can be, as he is going to be up here on Actec. Now, Actec, a map I believe from 2009, and possibly I think it's 2010.
I think you mean from 2018, Kicks.
Okay, well it is back on the ladder now. It was added recently in the 1.22... Wait, yeah, 1.22 patch that came out last night. Came out a little bit too late for me to do any laddering, but hopefully if this doesn't go too late, I can do some of my placement matches after this. So, looking forward to it. It's a 3-player map. Low ground mains, one of the sort of first set of maps that really did this. The first one being Byzantium, and later Byzantium 2, but should be a good map here. Very cool in CVP as well. Throughout the Clash of Char and STPL, we're 3 for 2 in CVP so far. So is Beast going to use that slight advantage that we see in the stats to his advantage? Let's find out as we move on to our second game of the series of NaS versus White. It's Beast versus HaJi. Let's get into the game. And starting us off here in the 8 o'clock position, it's going to be the blue Zerg. Fighting for NaS, it's Beast.
And in the 4 o'clock position, fighting for White Clan is HaJi. So maybe a little bit of an advantage to HaJi just because I have not seen Beast play, or at least this Beast, play. But I feel like Beast is, when you name yourself Beast, it's like naming yourself like Emperor, or XX Drone God 69 or something. It's like, you're kind of telegraphing a high expectation for yourself. So I do hope that he lives up to the hype.
Yeah, lives up to his name. It's a little bit hard to go from Beast now. I know you're like not like completely fluent in Korean, but do you know if HaJi means anything that you can think of?
Yeah. So HaJi is like no or don't. So the expression in Korean is so if you're a Korean girlfriend, right, and your Korean boyfriend is like annoying you, right, then you say "하지 마," which is like stop it or don't do that. So that's your Korean for the day. If you ever want to tell somebody to cut it out, you say "하지 마." So "하지" just means don't, or it's like the negative way to say doing something. So it's the
Yeah.
opposite of that.
Yeah, it's like, don't do this. But that's cool. I do wonder if that's where he got his name or if he got it from something else. You know what? One thing that I've never, ever sort of forgotten is just how weird people's usernames go. And just, I know you mentioned like XX Drone God 69 or something, but like, some of the usernames people have, I mean, my name is Kix, like, that doesn't mean anything, so... Yeah, I don't know, usernames are a little bit of a weird thing to talk about. We've got a Forge Fast Expand coming up for HaJi. He's building a cannon immediately as well. He sees there's no hatchery, and does see the early spawning pool.
Yeah, that's really all you need to see at this point. Well, it's kind of like all you could see. The only other thing that you could scout is if they went for like an early hatchery. And right now, the scouting drone, one of the things I've seen an increasing number of players do is, yeah, if the scouting drone doesn't find something, then they'll just like make a hidden hatchery. I saw this in one game yesterday. By an increasing number of players, I mean one, because that's more than zero. So the number is increasing. So they just like make a random hatchery with their drone way across the map. I was like, oh, well, that's just not what you're supposed to do there. But it actually worked very well in the game that I saw. So I was like, okay, well, maybe we see it again. But either way, nice to see the drone preempting this blocking probe and going for a third. But I think that HaJi is smart enough to realize, yeah, that the drone timing is way off there. So he's going to go scout the third. And this is where, if you're going for that forge wall at the front, you just throw down a pylon, cannon rush this. But that's not what he's going to do because it was he didn't scout it in time. But anyway.
Yeah. Also, the Lings were out as well. A little bit better when they go for, or they try and go for a 12 hatch. It does delay the pool a lot, but because he did go for pool first, he does get those Lings out in time. Does manage to chase the probe at least a little bit. Gonna be hard to catch it if HaJi's got good micro, but he will be able to get his natural hatchery up eventually as well.
Zergling's chasing the probe out. Will they be able to get it? Oh, dumb Zerglings. Can't kill the little probe. It's only a tiny little robotic mining unit. These are like fearsome mutated killing beasts of war. And the little probe's just like, oh, I'm just gonna probe my little way over here. I don't know, it's just disgusting to watch it run away so easily.
I thought you were explaining probes, man. Damn. Like, genetically modified beasts of war, that's a probe, basically. I don't know if you played early game PvP.
No, there's actually no genetics in a probe, because it's robotic.
Good point. The blood of their enemies all over the probe is the genetics, but one thing...
Well said.
One thing I'm kind of interested to see from this game is I really want to know if we're going to see a Stargate early on, because out of all the PvZs I've seen in the STPL, we very rarely see Corsair opening. So I know we did yesterday, DeWalt went for 2-gate Corsair into Reaver as well, but other than that, like, the PvZs usually end pretty quickly. A lot of Hydra busts and things like that. A lot of very early Dark Templars, so no Corsairs coming up with those either. So what exactly is HaJi going to go for here? As we do see the Cybernetic score finishing up, this is going to be where we see the tech choice of him.
I could absolutely see like +1 speed lots, like little bit of a reach throwback if he wants to go for that. I mean, +1's about quarter done. But I'm glad you mentioned the DeWalt 2 starport thing, or Stargate thing, because I do not see that. I feel like I don't see that enough, just because if you can either trick the Zerg player into thinking that it's only like 1 or 2 Corsairs, or like kind of pool them back and then run out and kill every Overlord. I don't know. Killing a million Overlords with Corsairs just like does something therapeutic to my soul.
That's a very nice drone block on that ramp on that probe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, crucially enough, the drone did not do a nice job blocking. The probe actually got past the drone, but there was a wall of Zerglings waiting to kill it off as a second line of defense.
The probe was trying to get in, so the drone did its job, man.
Wait, but it died instantly.
The probe? No, the probe was there for a while. I was watching it.
Yeah, wait, so the probe was there blocking the drone from, but the drone can just mineral walk through.
Yeah, no, the drone was blocking the probe from scouting, and the reason for this is there's a spire going up in HaJi's base already. Now, of course, this is good for Corsairs, or for Scourge for the Corsairs, but as you see, in HaJi's base there's no Stargate. It's going to be quick speed for the Zealots with +1 as well. So if he does go for Mulus here, this could do a lot of damage.
Yeah, no, this is pretty hard counter. In general, mutas kind of kill 100% of all Zealots. The downside is that Zealots are basically invincible, so
Yeah.
they do not die to a low number of mutas. Like, that's just not, like, that's not going to happen. Like, it might seem like mutas can counter that, but if you have 3 mutas, realistically, they are not going to kill the Zealots until they murder everything you have. So, he's gonna have to come up with. I want to see how many. So it's not mutas. Okay, it's just Scourge. Man, I'm so sad.
He only had the 1 gas as well. I noticed that afterwards. So kind of hard to go Mulus off of just 1 gas.
Wishful thinking here. I wanted it to be mutas, but instead, no. It's just scouting Scourge, and this is because a lot of times you'll see at least 1 Stargate, because Corsairs are pretty great at like pushing back Overlord vision and. Just getting in to scout your opponent to see what's up, especially since that probe did not actually see a whole lot. But yeah, you're right. If this was 9 units coming out right now and an army of +1 speed lots pushed across the map, then yeah, nothing would happen. But instead, it's 6 Scourge. That will do absolutely nothing. Yeah,
they will scout the Templar Archives, though. They see there is no Stargate either. Kind of a little bit of a waste to build 6, but he did have that extra gas. Now, what's the plan going to be for Beast? He's got his 5th hatchery coming up. He's adding on a Sunken Colony back here. He has an Evo Chamber as well. And there is a lot of +1 Zealots coming his way. They do just have about speed finished, I think. Yeah, they do. And they're on their way. They're training their way across the map. And does Beast have enough to hold on here? Oh, man.
I think the answer is going to be no, my man. That's a half-done Hydra and no sunken up at the main, so these are just going to be some very scary man lots running through. Breach out there somewhere, shedding a single tear, especially with that sunken just popping, and the Hydra's getting surrounded immediately as they pop. Yeah, that's just it. GG. Out.
Man, that was a little bit unfortunate. I thought we may have seen a little bit of a longer game there, but unfortunately...
He blind made 6 Scourge. He built a Spire and then 3 larva worth of 6 Scourge blind. Like, without seeing anything that warranted any of that. And his opponent was building things that kill everything. So, I don't know. That's my expert analysis.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate, but that's how it goes. But it's not over.